Sup? How's everybody doing? Hopefully well. It's less shitty looking Friday than the week I've currently gone through. It's been pissing down with rain all this week. But yeah. I almost didn't stream today. I've been having one of those things where I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with my downtime now that I'm taking a little break from the YouTube side of things, which doesn't mean that I'm explicitly taking a break from the Twitch side of things. It just means that I've been trying to figure out what exactly I'm enjoying these days. So in the morning, I was playing some PubG because I recently got back into it because I like punishing myself apparently. And I've discovered that something is happening that means I am being unfairly persecuted in that game. Yes, I am blaming the game for my failures now. I am fully blaming the game for my failures. I counted 5 separate occasions in 5 separate games where I clearly shot some guy at least 5 times in the face, and they still killed me first. Yeah, bullshit. Bullshit. I call bullshit. So I am not really dedicating much more time to that game until they sort out that weird as fuck latency lag. I mean, my ping is fucking fantastic. I've got a real good setup, but my suspicion is that there's a there's like backwards lag compensation going on, so it actually favors the people with slightly wonkier ping than the people who actually have really good low base ping. So there's an evening out that seems like needs to happen there because I have watched far too many death cams this morning, and I am reasonably 99% sure that there is some bullshit going on, and will continue to go on. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from the PUBG. You always got that on COD now, so yeah. And thank you, Matt, for the compliment on the shirt. I do enjoy my Dusk shirt and my New Bloods hat. I would have been wearing my Cyberpunk merch, but it's in the wash. I wore it too much during the week that I got it. I was like, I need to wear it now. COD was a peer-to-peer thing, though. Do I see the new monsters going to Monster Hunter? I don't play Monster Hunter anywhere near frequent enough for me to check up on what's new with Monster Hunter because I still haven't got past whatever thing I was complaining about not being able to get past the last time I played Monster Hunter. So yeah. Anyway, who wants to see episode 2 of Back to Saturn X? Because I haven't played Back to Saturn X yet. And yes, I do have Cyberpunk merch over. I bought some shirts off the CD Projekt Red store. I didn't get that. I didn't get it sent to me. I bought it. Uh, but I got the Trauma Team shirt because I really like the design of the Trauma Team shirt, and I got the Samurai shirt as well because the price was reasonable enough, and I felt like buying 2 shirts instead of one. So I now am the proud owner of a little bit of Cyberpunk merch, and if the game's really good, maybe more. Where's my Trailblazer shirt? Is there a Trailblazer shirt? Someone get on Pillow Blaster and make them open a T-shirt store. Then I'll buy it. Dude, no one likes you. Chrome pop-up telling me I'm streaming. Said something about me switching to Mixer. What's Mixer? Funny how you ask. So I've got a go live notification for all of you that didn't see this. And I just typed whatever bullshit I'm thinking at the time. I typed will switch to Mixer for big bucks. And if you don't follow anyone else on Twitch, you won't really give a shit. But Ninja, who has one of the highest viewerships on Twitch, has taken an exclusivity deal to swap to Mixer. And Mixer is the streaming platform owned by Microsoft. So you can bet he got paid a mountain of cash to make that change. And a lot of people are hoping that it means Twitch gets put on notice and starts, actually taking things a little bit more seriously around here and fixing the shit that people keep complaining about. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. The only bad thing about Mixer is you got to remember your Microsoft account to log into it. And I haven't used any of my emails, like Hotmail or otherwise, in like a decade. So I have to kind of look through because I write my shit down. I'm like, what was my email address? Have I played back to Saturn X1 already? Yes. I've not finished it as far as I remember, but I'm kind of eager to see what's in back to Saturn X2. If people give a shit. What else? Anything new from Trailblazer? You haven't touched the mod in a year or two? Oh, it's had a few extras here and there. I've not touched it for a while either. Anyway, I'm gonna do episode 2. There's gonna be a little bit of brand new for me because I haven't played either Trailblazer or Back to Saturn X for a while, and I want to see what the new shit is, and it should hopefully be cool. Let's get that sick music cranked up. Oh yeah! I feel like I'm riding on a Harley. Sova, I don't need to have dedicated email. You can have your live account linked to a non-Microsoft email account. Well, that sounded complicated, which is why I just used the pre-existing one. Because I've got one linked to my Windows account. Dude, since I mentioned Twitch looking at stuff and being more serious, he had a friend text me that someone got banned for breastfeeding, but got unbanned based on it not being sexual content. Yeah. If you're going to do a blanket ban on titties, but make an exception for breastfeeding, then you're going to have to put a very specific tag for certain streams that may or may not include breastfeeding. It's a very niche exception to make. Ah, well. Anyway, all of these are going to be new to me, and there is a little bit of weird... Ooh, there's like visual tilt. It's like he's got head waggle. That is really strange. I'm just going to rescale this HUD because it's huge. That should do it. That looks good enough for me. What's the name of that mod? What mod? This mod? Trailblazer. I keep forgetting I don't need to keep clicking with this. I just need to remember about reloading. I always assume that a pistol is going to be semi-auto. Is it semi-auto where you have to keep clicking? Also, I need my crosshair. I turned my crosshair off for something. Auto aim off. Good, good, good. What's it under? I always forget. Crosshair. You don't tilt your head while walking like you're controlling a go-kart instead of a human body. Yeah, I always do this when I go left or right. I'm already enjoying the look of this. It's neat. This is apparently supposed to be the dark side of Saturn X, according to the old flavor text. Oh, I do love the feel of this assault rifle, though. Just feels good, looks good, sounds good. It seems to be like the holy trinity of Pillow Blaster. Looks good, sounds good. Feels good. But yeah, I think this is the first new map pack I've played in a while. Camera float is kind of nausea-inducing. I can kind of understand why it was put in. I mean, it doesn't bother me so much, but then again, I'm the one playing the game. Reminds me a little of... Oh, what's another game that does that? There's another game that kind of does a similar bit of head sway. Can't remember. The name escapes me. I don't know why, but I've got Naruto running stuck in my head. Just the idea of Naruto running. See, the shooting in this fucking mod is more responsive than goddamn Battlegrounds. Which is why I keep coming back. Oh yeah, you can do quick dodges. You double tap. You can do forward dodges, sideways dodges. Backwards dodges. Shit, am I completely out of ammunition? It's at a little bit of a premium. That was close. That was close. Back to Saturn X2 has more Atlantean ruin aesthetics than tech bases. Yeah, I get that feel. It feels damp. Suppose that's how it manifests. Rip out, hey. Doing better than PubG. Finally, some good fucking ammunition. That's a red door, so I won't be able to get in that. What did I actually pick up ammo for? Nothing. Did I see the Doom Eternal trailer that shows Flameboy in action? I saw the gameplay from QuakeCon with the multiplayer shiz. That's what you mean. If not, then no. To be honest, I'm kind of avoiding trailers from kind of here on in. I feel like I've seen enough. And I've got a clear idea on whether the game's gonna be that I'm interested in playing it. You know how you get annoyed at movie trailers when you've already decided that you're happy to see the film, but they keep shoving trailers out that add more footage from the film that you want to just be able to, you know, experience first time through. It's like kind of like that for me. Kind of like that. Reduce the HUD size one more bit to see the mugshot. There you go, mugshot. Enjoy. So what have I got? Just annoyed I haven't got a shotgun yet. Oh, it got back to me anyway. That's good. The machete finds a way, folks. The machete always finds a way. Damn it. Keep swapping the wrong weapons. This is a really ammo-light opening stage, gotta say. It's making me scrounge. Not sure how I feel. Nice, I got something for that. Snacks seen enough until it comes out, don't need to see anymore. Yeah, exactly, exactly. As an Australian, you bet I know all about Bowie knives. I'm not an Australian. Just people somehow convince themselves that I sound like one. And I find 9 times out of 10, the people who think that are American. Okay. Where's my feckin' bullets at? I wish it was Australian, then I'd have a genetic predisposition for shit posting. Those guys are shit posting wizards. I suppose the trade-off is having to live in a country where you gotta deal with lethal wildlife all the goddamn time. Whereas in the UK, I've just got to deal with completely fucking incompetent politicians. I'm just glad that there's a lot of this health kicking around. There we go. I'm surprised I'm still alive, to be honest, which reminds me... First key card on the map. I'm surprised. This is quite hefty for a mission 1. Usually they're pretty brief as far as introductions go. Don't know if I can get out of any of these. Nope. Where's the save bot? It's on holiday. Oh, there's the yellow door, I think, or at least the path to the yellow door. Why can't the remote detonator not explode the flying homing machete? Because I don't think the C4 upgrade has been added to it yet. I don't know if that's a thing. Better not be a pain elemental that I've forgotten to kill around here. That would be annoying! In fairness, thank you for gifting a sub to Zikri and fixing that whole not sub situation. Much appreciated. I thought I picked up some Uzi ammunition. Was sure of it. But apparently not. So, where was I trying to go? I was trying to get round to where that Skelly boy was. This is apparently not the way to do that. Because I wanted to get that booze all the way up there, because that's extra health. Golden Souls 3 demo's out? Yes, I'm aware of it. I haven't given it a whirl yet. Too busy enjoying being lazy for a short while. Okay, so. Don't have the red key. Do have the blue and the yellow, but I must have completely spun myself around from where the actual regular door was first time, because I spent ages casually ignoring the place I need to go. Shit. Yeah, if this level needs anything, it needs more ammunition. Much more ammunition. Surprised I got that thing. Damn it! It's because my machete keeps coming back before I fire my gun. Just as I've reloaded my damn rifle. It's machete time all over again. You know what? I'm sure I've played this level before. I'm sure I've played a demo of this. Because sections of this are looking very familiar. Might have just been this opening level. No. Go on, get him on the return trip. Nah. Gonna have to get up close and personal. Which one's my goddamn... What slot is that on? 3. 3. Because it's got more than one weapon on it, that's why. In fairness, you thought it was me you watched playing this level? I think I was trying out another gameplay mod and it wasn't working out so great. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Not every mod is gonna work with... Ooh. Yeah, not every gameplay mod is going to work with every map. Depends on how they're balanced. All you can do is try. Remember I had issue with the ammo during that playthrough as well. I don't remember the ammunition issues. But yeah, if they were an issue back then, they're still an issue now. Very light on the ammunition. Should hopefully have... I keep thinking I'm picking up ammo, but... And it says, no, 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 you ain't. So I got a blue key card earlier, but I don't recall seeing a blue door. Unless it's optional. just double tapped the key for no good reason. I was playing Rebel Rumble. Oh! At least the machete does some mad damage. It only does mad damage when you got the Berserker pack, which is what I've currently got. I found a whole shipping container full of them, which is why it's doing uber damage right now. So yeah, that's the exit. But I'm sure I've missed the blue. That's no biggie. It's no biggie. Zeke, you've been playing some Sneaky Doom with Dark Moon. That map is beautiful. I don't think I've played Dark Moon. Veldan, thank you for the 200 bits.
Happy almost weekend day, everyone.
It's also International Beer Day. It's also International Beer Day, everyone. Just saying. I do love the explosions from the barrels in this. They look and sound proper concussive. It's just that shockwave coming off of them. I love that touch. Shit. 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 I didn't want to come down this way. I was backing up so I could blow the barrels without getting stuck in a corner, but nope. Oh boy. It's a good job I'm not playing Boom with this. Because this would make the this would make the level unplayable if I was playing this with Boom power. Oh damn it! Bad timing. Earlier it was International Infernus Drinks Brandy Day. Every day is beer day, Chuck. It's debatable. This is just more beery than usual. Is there a third episode of Back to Saturn X? Not yet. Couldn't tell you if they're working on it either. Because I don't know. I'll tell you one mod that I've been getting a little eager to play. Wolfenstein. Episode 3. I am really, really curious to see what they've made, to see what they've tweaked. Because despite my hang-ups, I think they are capable of making some seriously good shit. Played Metadoom with this and all the barrel debris killed your FPS. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about. I've already mentioned about the Golden Souls 3 demo catalog. I'm gonna get around to it eventually. It's over.
Didn't know it was International Beer Day. Get yourself something fancy on us. Maybe a nice sour?
Nice sour. I've not had a sour ale for a while. The last one I had was called Orange Emperor, and it was a Brewdog experimental beer. And wasn't quite my style. But then again, there's different beers for different people. I was trying to do different strokes for different folks kind of thing, but it just kind of fell apart. But thank you very much for the 5, and nonetheless. Blade of Agony. Looking forward to it. A lot of people looking forward to it. Like I say, as long as they do something to alleviate the bullshit that got in my way of enjoying it as much as I'd like to. And I'm willing to be very forgiving. Because I remember when I first played it, I was awestruck. The very first time I played Blade of Agony, I was completely awestruck by it. And you can tell in the video that I made. But yeah, for some reason, the second episode, just, there was a lot of compounding annoyances. I remember that much. Hey! Got my shotty. Ha! I think that's the other reason why I like this mod. Let you just blow Archviles to hell. With a shitload of barrels. But yeah, the shotty in this is just, very interesting. The alt fire is what you'd think of as the more conventional shotgun fire mode. Whereas the primary is that. It's really odd. Also, I've noticed a trend of late with certain weapon mods where people are swapping around the relationship of what's more powerful than what. So the sawn-off shotgun is being like downgraded while the pump action is being buffed. And that's fine. I like that switch up. It shakes up the status quo a bit. Different beers for different beers. Infinite. Ah, yeah, that's a good way of saying it. Sheesh. Do you see correctly that I take no splash damage from barrels? No, I take damage. Yeah, let's save it. Just extremely diminished. I've completely bypassed something, haven't I? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I prefer the focus fire catalog, so you switch the fire modes and the options. If it works for you, it works for you. Alright, this room is gonna fill with bullshit. I just know it. As soon as I hit that button. Yep, there's the bullshit. Oh shit, it's still alive. That one's dead. Where's the other one at? Where's the other one at? Unless it died when it hit the ground, that would be... Oh no, I see its head. I see it. Let's just ignore it. Going by Zan's Patreon, he's looking at putting Head On onto GOG and then starting work on episode 2. Ah, interesting. I got a message from Zan not too long ago in relation to Head On, but I'm taking it easy, man. I feel like I'm being pulled in too many different directions of late with what I want to do, and it's just making my brain go crazy, so... Slowing it down so I can have a good old reassess of what I'm all about. I think one of the things I hate having to turn down every now and again is when people ask me to play their level and or map pack and give advice, and I'm like, you know, this is just gonna cut into my time of what I'm already trying to do that week. I'm happy to do it if you're happy for me to make a video, but if you're asking me for feedback, then I feel bad about making a video before I give you feedback. And if I give you feedback and there's things to be improved, then I might as well not make a video because you're gonna improve the mod, and then I gotta wait till you put the improved version out for me to make the video. It gets complicated. So that's the thing I think I'm gonna have to politely decline going forward. And maybe just hang back till someone's at version 1 or something. That's fair game. We'll be absolutely clear about the nature of beta when I'm playing a beta. Which I have done in the past. It's just, you know. Just getting my own head straight. Now, at some point, I should be able to do something with these spare parts that I've been acquiring. I'm not sure if I've got enough to do any upgrades yet, but we shall see. Thought they were going to be stuck up there forever. Havoc AMC TC got its... Oh, Jesus Christ! I was reading, but then the chat filled up. Jesus Christ, meh! Thank you very much. 20 gift subs. You crazy son of a bitch. Thank you very much. Always when I least expect it. So what were you saying, Havoc? Oh yeah, AMC got upgraded. Redux. Yeah, 3.5 or something like that. Yeah. You know what? While the dudes are firing off, I'm gonna get myself another beer. Just so the dudes have got time to cycle. We'll be right back. Did my dudes cut off when I changed scene? That's no good. Let me just double check something. Yeah, for some reason I don't get the dudes going on standby. That's a shame. I can replay him when I'm on the main screen. Interesting. Well, you know what? I'm gonna leave it here. Turn the cam off, and maybe Cheers. So it seems to be International Beer Day and International Dude Day, courtesy of Just Meh. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So what else? What else has people been saying? I know why they're called the oil barons. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. What was I doing? This tends to happen when the sub-train goes nuts like that. My brain kinda goes blank. Oh, grenade launcher though, that'll help. That's quick save. Got a bad habit of blowing myself up. Oh shit, see what I mean? I was using the ricochet rounds. You saw there's a machete quick toss key in the controls? There is. There's also a quick punch as well. Flame punch. A flame punch, no less. Machete, C. I don't think it came back. Oh, it did come back. That's good. Good to know. Good to know. One thing I'm gonna have to check is how to upgrade shit. Or whether I can even upgrade shit yet. Oh wait, I remember now. I think I remember now. Oh, so that crafts ammunition. The other thing crafts upgrades. So you're about to spend your junk points on currently held weapon. The amount spent in the required is shown below the weapon icon. So I need 70 scrap to upgrade that weapon. I need 60 for that. 40 for this. FMG has been upgraded. It's now got a sniper mode and extra damage. 25% extra damage when shooting in regular firing mode, plus 50 damage when shooting in sniper mode. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. The dude never ends. Told you. Oh, fuck. Guys. 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 So not only has Just Meh chucked 40 gift subs my way, Infernus has added on top of that with 21. Well, I guess it's the dude stream. I guess it's the dude stream. Because the dudes ain't stopping anytime soon. You absolute goddamn mad lads. Pardon me. What am I even doing in this level? I've completely forgotten what the fuck I'm doing in this level. Killing demons! There you go. Killing the demons. 100% sub chat right now. I know, right? I can turn on sub only and it wouldn't make a difference. Not that I ever would, because, yeah, what's the point? Okay. Okay, I done some of this shit. And then some of that shit. It's the start of the month, dude. People usually get paid at that time. Yeah, but I never expect people to spend money on me. Nah! If you're wondering why I'm being ADS scum, it's because zooming in does give you additional damage multipliers on this gun. You get 25, I think, just damage base boost. But down scope, you get plus 50. Plus 50%. Oh, shit. What about the QBs? You know what? I got a goddamn grenade launcher. Why am I pissing about with a friggin' upgraded assault rifle? As wondrous as it is. Schwab, it's endearing to see this kind of thing. It's honestly astonishing to me every time it happens. Honestly astonishing. Oh, by the way, I have to say, good job with your stream, Schwab. You find a good balance of making your coding streams entertaining to listen to. Just saying. As you throw goddamn bits at me, you crazy son of a bitch. If I don't want your money, stop being so entertaining. Okay. Anyway. Where was I? Literally, where was I? I've forgotten where I was. I got the yellow key. I got the yellow key. The key that was yellow. The yellow key. BB Bander, I just made your day. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad I could help. So, which one of these am I supposed to go back up? Let's go back up this one. And Yunk! Adding another sub on top of that.
Months, almost 2 years of following your antics. I am afraid I might not get there. I got that job in Germany, so gonna relocating. Will keep my sub up if I can.
Thank you very much, and congratulations! Thank you very much. So, are you relocating from another country to Germany? I'm not quite sure if I remember which country exactly you reside in to begin with. But I hope either way, it is very awesome. Ah! It keeps going! Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. The fuck? We're good. We're good. Good. We're fine. We have the power of explosions on our side. Ah. Just man, had to gift a little to the sideshow as well. Just to make it even out. Just to make it even out. Dude, no one likes you on a spam sub as well, but you auto resub in 2 days. It was in 2 days. Sunday? Monday? Yeah. You know what? Somewhat obviously, you guys have made streaming an absolute joy for me. You really have. Firstly, the company is great. Everything else is icing. This chain gun. Is it illegal to fuck a gun? Asking for a friend. I don't think they have laws against that. Not in Alabama. Oh. Oh, this baby takes 130 scrap to upgrade. I'm just... Yeah. A smidge of the way, though. A smidge. I honestly don't understand how Pillow Blaster hasn't already been hired by shitloads of studios looking for, you know, gun-based sprite work. Unless he already has, and he's been keeping quiet. Because he seems the bashful sort, but if he has, well-deserved. As they say in the wrestling community, you deserve it. Anyway. It's illegal in Texas to fuck guns, but it's hip to fuck bees, right? Inkchuck, this gun used to lag like a motherfucker on slower PCs. You're not sure if that's been fixed. This is why I'm grateful for a fancy pants Ryzen processor, which has been such a good purchase. I'm usually a little iffy about being an early adopter of things, but I did enough research to feel good about buying a Ryzen. For those wondering, I got a Ryzen 7. Ah! I forgot they were behind me! I haven't saved since the start of the level. Oh well. Surprised I didn't add ketchup bolognese. To be honest, I thought of that after I started playing it, and then I was like, ah, fuck it. I've started, so I'll finish. It's still satisfying even without it, which is why I like Trailblazer so much. Because that's probably the mark right there. You know, even if it is ridiculously fun without the additional blood and guts, and you know you're onto a winner. You know you are onto a winner. Shrub, Pillow Blaster would have to get hired in the toxic shithole of Polish game dev. Oof. Oof. The same one he was fired from not too long ago. Damn. He's better off with working in a different branch, doing games for fun. Pillow Blaster could easily go indie. Oh, well, I mean, not easily. It's expensive to go indie, but Pillow Blaster could go indie. He's got a keen sense of gameplay mechanics to go along with satisfying weaponry. I guess if you pair that with a compelling bit of level design and a, you know, a threadbare campaign, you know, story-wise, there you go. You're onto a winner. And considering, you know, a head-on is a thing, I'd say go for it. Largely because I'm tired of the current state of video games. I'm actually really bored with the vast majority of modern video games. I mean, today, it was like a prime example. I was trying to find a good solo multiplayer FPS. Like recent. And Quake Champions is kind of out of the question because I just don't feel that game. But you know, I was thinking of all the other options that are currently out, and all of them require, you know, some kind of, you know, duo squad mechanic. And you know what I eventually settled on as something that I actually enjoyed playing for a short while today? Goddamn Counter-Strike Global Offensive. The little mini Battle Royale thing that they've got going. It's good fun. They've added a new map. They've added a new map to it. They've added new gadgets to it. They've unfortunately added a kind of autofill duos thing, which I find very annoying. And I don't know how to make it just solo play only, but... Oh, hey, my favorite drink! Love a good old jug of piss. I was playing some PubG earlier, meh. I've gotten frustrated with it over the last few days. It seems to be a cycle for me. I get back into it, it seems to be alright for a while, and then I start noticing flaws in the way that it works that annoy me deeper and deeper and deeper and kind of compound. And funnily enough, I actually got this working theory that there's a lag compensation mechanic in PubG that means if you do actually have a good internet connection, if you're playing against someone with a higher ping than you, they actually benefit from the lag compensation mechanic. This is all tinfoil hat conspiracy theory, but I played enough of it over the last several days to kind of get a reasonable bead on how that feels and get reasonably confident in my hypothesis. And it bugs the ever-loving shit out of me because running into a room and being able to shoot a guy, not wearing a helmet by the way, at least 4 times in the goddamn face, should mean that that guy dies before you. Instead, he shot me while I'm pretty sure I was wearing at least level 2 armor or higher in the body mass and killed me quicker than I killed him. And, I had the bullet spray, I had the blood splats, everything. But when you look at the replay, there's a speed advantage for them versus you. And it's like, why? I know you're dealing with a game where it's 100 people duking it out, but Jesus Christ. Could I get some fucking consistency? You know what the funny thing was? Back in the day, I knew exactly what I would normally do to fix that shit. You know what I'd do? I'd go and play on a different server. And they've taken that away. They've taken the ability to switch servers away. Because if you're playing on EU, you get some real bullshit to have to deal with. If you're playing on North America, or at least that used to be the case, if you were playing on North American servers, you'd have a reasonably balanced time because the lag compensation evens everything out. All I ask is for some goddamn consistency in my multiplayer, but I feel like I am constantly being shafted, and I honestly feel that this is a consequence of focusing down onto team-based multiplayer. It's fine if you like team-based multiplayer, but it's a crutch. It means that they focus more on the team-based experience and how everything balances out between a team, rather than the solo experience. Which is why, whenever a new goddamn Call of Duty comes out, I'm actually hopelessly intrigued, because that seems to be the only mainstream game that delivers a strong arcadey single-player multiplayer experience these days. And even that turns out to be bullshit after X amount of weeks. I miss dedicated servers. I really do. I'm with you, Veildan. I'm with you. Sorted so much shit out. Anyway. Schwab, thank you very much for the host. Anyway, I gotta remember to, Save. Especially before areas that are going to be completely infested with archviles. Jeez. So a nice mechanic in Trailblazer is at low health you get really speedy. So if you need to get the hell out of dodge, you can.
Here comes Flameboy.
And True Trinator, thank you very much for the follow. Have I played the Quake 4 campaign on stream? No. To be honest, the last time I played Quake 4 was on the Xbox 360. And I wasn't impressed. I found it kind of Because if I'm not mistaken, they were still using Doom 3 engine, right? And at the time, it was starting to look a little wonky. I especially remember the skyboxes looking pretty goddamn bad. CV's already due for a Pro Quake series. I've honestly been trying to figure out how I was going to tackle my own little separate series that I was trying to make. Because what I want to do is shine a spotlight on some PlayStation 1 games that I never hear anyone talk about. I've brought this up in previous streams. But my problem is, I don't know whether I should write a script or whether I should do a similar thing to what I do with my Doom Mod Madness videos. Just keep it off the cuff. And shit. All this nicotine and nothing to do with it. Jesus fuck. I've not got no blue key card. But I'm leaning more to the side of doing what I do with Doom Mod Madness, keeping it conversational, keeping it the way I keep it. Because I find sometimes when I script it, I get a little stilted. Because I can write funny shit, but I can never seem to write in my own cadence. PS1 games like Soul Reaver? No, because you've heard of that. I'm talking about stuff that you may have played on a demo disc once in the past and then completely forgotten it existed, like Overboard. Don't know how many of you remember Overboard. You play as a tiny pirate ship. It's like isometric. And there's Silent Bomber, which is a very oxymoronic title because the guy is not silent. And I don't think he can be as a bomber. G-Police? Oh yeah, I love G-Police. I want to definitely do a spotlight on Future Cop LAPD. Future Cop LAPD is one of my favorite PS1 era games. It was fucking fantastic. It had a transforming police vehicle that could go from hovercar to mech. I fucking love that game. Cooler World? Ah, I played Cooler World not too long ago when I visited the video game museum in Berlin. They had a little section off to the side which was styled like a late 80s, early 90s a bedroom. Like beanbags, and you could sit on the and play classic like video games. It was great. I love going back to that place. It's always fun. But yeah, if you're ever in Berlin, check out the video game museum. It's on like one of the main metro lines as well, so pretty easy to get to. Future Cop, X-Ego, you never thought you'd hear someone talk about that game, still play from time to time. Still got it on CD, I've been looking for a CD copy of it, to be honest. There's another game that I remember. There was, in America, I think it was listed as codename Tenka. In Europe, in the UK, it was known as Life Force Tenka. I only ever played the demo version of it, but I was really enamored with the visual style of it. It had a weirdness to it that I couldn't quite put my finger on. And it also had a kind of unique gun setup where you never really picked up new weapons. You just upgraded your pre-existing gun into new modes, and I hadn't really seen anything done like that before. Arcturus, you had Life Force Tenka on the demo disc as well. Yeah. You want to remember the first Medieval? Yeah! First Medieval was pretty memorable for a lot of people, which is why they're remaking it. Or they're remastering it. There was another one I remember called Jersey Devil. Which is like a kind of mascot platformer style thing, if I remember. PS1 had some real interesting games. There's one that I see in second-hand shops all the time. It's called Tunnel B1. And the cover of it's unique because it's a guy in a gas mask looking shocked at something. You're like, what the fuck is this game about? And it's always intrigued me. So I got it. I bought it. For £3.95. And it's shit. It sucks. It really does. So that's why it's in second-hand shops. It sucks. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, not like this. Not like this. Get me out of the fucking lava. How do I get out of the fucking lava? Anyway. Team Buddies is a nice PlayStation 1 game as well. Devil Dice is another one. Devil Dice is great. I don't think I got Devil Dice. What have I got? I got Fear Effect. I've only got Fear Effect 2. Fear Effect 1 I didn't have a chance to play. Fear Effect 2 is a fucked up game. Obvious shit, Final Fantasy 7, Metal Gear Solid. Dino Crisis 1 and 2, love those games. Destruction Derby, I miss the Destruction Derby games, they were fantastic. Wipeout, Alien Trilogy, Tenchu. I got Tenchu 1 somewhere, but not here. I got Tenchu 2 here. I got Resident Evil 3, but I lost the box for it, so it's on a scratch-to-fuck disc that probably doesn't work anymore. The PlayStation version of Duke Nukem, which came with its own unique episode. I don't know if that ever made it to the PC. Wild 9, that's another one. That was a demo that I loved, and I got the game. It's like a 3D side-scrolling platformer where you got like this energy lasso kind of thing. Chase the Express, which is really just odd. It's like Metal Gear Solid by way of Resident Evil on a train. Team Hospital, yeah. Vagrant Story. How many people remember Vagrant Story? Bruce Willis in Apocalypse. That's a good haul I've got. Devil Dice taught you that opposing sides on a D6 always add up to 7. You actually like the gameplay down at Crisis 1? You aim and you're still able to move. It's still fucking awful trying to fight raptors, though. That's the point, really. The point is you're not meant to. You're supposed to run the fuck out of the way. Run the fuck out of the way. Okay. Jupiter Hell's out in GOG. I checked out Jupiter Hell. It's early access, isn't it? Yeah. I'd probably be more interested in playing it when it was full release. But, yeah, I might check it out. I might check it out at some point. Shit! Why do I... Every time I try and use the ricochet. The PSX episodes can be played on PC via Total Meltdown server. Oh, cool. I've always been meaning to give those episodes a crack. For some reason, right, the first episode of the first level, even, of the PlayStation Duke Nukem 4th episode, I always get lost. I don't know why. There's always, like, one part of it I miss, so that's going to be me trying to resolve some annoying shit. Vagrant Story still in your backlog. It's a really unique dungeon crawler RPG. It's like grid-based and proximity-based. It's the weirdest shit. It's got like a combo hit system, a really interesting magic system, and like a lot of loot. You do a shitload of looting and a shitload of crafting, and it's got this story that ties into... there's like a consistent overarching world in Final Fantasy. Amestris, is it? It's the same world as Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy 12. Is it 12? Oh, shit. It went 9, 10. 11 was online, then 12. Yeah. Vesperando, thank you for the resub. 10 months with Prime. Much appreciated. Thank you, Just Myth, for another gift sub. To Bertoni. Much appreciated. I always manage to drop down here when I've run out of rounds in my goddamn grenade launcher. Pourquoi? The reason is simple. I suck. Yeah, I can upgrade this. Patriarch has been upgraded. Nullified spread, decreased recoil, bigger capacity, faster projectile, more impact damage, and free refill. Sweet. Trying to remember where I've been. Ah. Kako gangbang. Yeah, that's an accurate statement. All right, I'm gonna be face to face with some. No, I'm good. I thought I was gonna be face to face with a revenant. Oh, now I am. Now I am. Never mind. I hope I killed it. I hope I killed it. The muzzle upgrade looks dope. Oh yeah, it just makes it look like an anti-tank. A grenade launcher, doesn't it? I can hear an archvile. I can hear an archvile. I think this might be next on my upgrade track. I feel like I've been spending quite a while on this level. Anyone remember Time Crisis? No, what's Time Crisis? I totally didn't buy it for £2 in a second-hand shop. No, what's Time Crisis? Never heard of it. Funnily enough, someone is... 69 views, nice. Someone is trying to make a light gun that works with HD TVs, so modern flat screen HD TVs. It's probably going to be expensive as fuck. It's probably going to take ages to get here, but boy do I want it so I can play Time Crisis. But, more specifically, Point Blank. I don't know how many of you played Point Blank, but I love that light gun game. It's goofy and cartoony. Love that game. Oh, this is another PlayStation game. Bishi Bashi Special. It's like mini games. It's like WarioWare before WarioWare. It's so much fun. So many blistered fingers. So I got the yellow key. I hear it. I hear that son of a bitch, but I don't know where it is. I played Point Blank and Point Blank 2 in a arcade center not too long ago. Still fun. Still fun. Schwab, gotta go. Thanks for the time and kind words on your streaming. You're still working out the formula. Take care, dude. Thanks for dropping by. You sucked a ton of quarters. It sucked. It sucked.
Suction.
A lot of you quarters for Point Blank. And you saw the cabinet, your local arcade. The thing about the arcade I went to, it was infinite credits. Because they just paid... You paid a fee on entry, and then you could play as much as you like. I think I like that format for revisiting like arcade classics. I like that. I think it works quite well. There's some places I've been that still do tokens, but they're usually something else to begin with. There's a bowling alley near me that's got a lot of like emulator cabinets, but you buy so many tokens if you want to play on them. Arcturus, you went to the National Video Game Arcade when you was still in Nottingham, and that was like that. There's one I went to not too long ago in Manchester, in actually just outside Manchester. It was in Bury. You spell it as if you're gonna bury someone. Bury. It's in an old factory. And it's like 2 floors of full-on arcade. And a licensed bar, which is nice. I gotta admit, I've lost my way a little. I got the yellow key from around that. You see, I've been hitting yellow switches, which is what has been confusing me. But, yeah. Free play arcade with an entry fee? God damn it, you want a place like that near my house? I'd love one of those near my house as well. I gotta travel. I gotta drive for a few hours. Shit, where am I going? Can I make that jump? Do I just have to full force? Oh, speaking of full force, I don't know how many of you are fans of iDubbbz, but he recently put out a video called Full Force where he goes to a very particular YouTuber's place and just does like a mini documentary on the guy. It's fucking fascinating. And I'm lost, so the only thing I need to do right now to fix myself up is get more beer, so be right back. Hey girl, you like this level's relaxing music? I think the only thing I've got against it is it's putting me in such a relaxed state that I'm not really paying attention to the level. I can heal with whiskey. Do I have whiskey? Piss. I have piss. Some people talking about pinball. I am a pinball fiend. I am an absolute pinball fiend. Ever since I played a shitload of pinball when I went to Florida one time. In another all-you-can-play arcade, it was $50. Or you can play everything on free play. There was a Demolition Man pinball machine. I love that shit. I saw the same machine at the big arcade near Manchester I just mentioned earlier. There's my way forward. It wasn't working though. It was very sad. I was very sad about that. But yeah, I love arcade pinball machines. I love arcade pinball, like Sims as well. What was it? Full Tilt? I'm sure that was one of them. See, I can hear that shitbag archvile. I just can't seem to navigate my way around this. Okay. Okay. Ah, oh, dang it, I can't get up that. I suppose that's why I need all of the keys. Devil Crush? Oh man, there's like a spiritual sequel to Devil Crush, if you're after that kind of pinball game, called Demon's Tilt. I think you'll enjoy it. It's really, really good. I'm just trying to figure out this level, man. It's got me turned around. It's got me turned around very much. There was a pinball machine about creating a giant robot waifu. That sounds awesome. Hinkus, you gotta go to the mall. Weekly errands, or I'll still be streaming. Yeah, it's earlier than I thought. So probably, yeah. Take care, dude. Oh, I just wish I could figure out what the fuck I'm doing with this level. Okay. Oh, why? Why you gotta cock tease me like that? That's interesting, though. One goes down, the other goes up. Let me just... The fuck? Slam Tilt was assault. That's the one I was thinking on. Slam Tilt. Slam Tilt was great. Oh yeah, I haven't got the bot turned on. I should turn on the bot. That would help. Thanks for reminding me. Hopefully it should be back up soon. Needs 50p in the bot meter. I gotta stop spending all my spare change down the arcade. And the gambling. Feel like it took me a little too long to find that. No. Miraculously, the PC version of Slam Tilt Windows 95 still works perfectly. Oh, interesting. I'll have to test that. One thing I'd love to do is see if anyone, some absolute saint on the internet, has compiled a archive of PC format demo discs, because up until a point, those were like the most fantastic way in the UK for me to get Showa and demo disc titles for PC. And I had a shitload of them, but for one reason or another, I think there was a clear out in my house, and I unfortunately got rid of them. I wish I still had them, because those would have been such a real good amount of things to dig through. Because I think I had like Skyroads on that as well. Skyroads was this awesome little, almost like infinite racer kind of thing. But it was level based, so it wasn't infinite. They had this little hover ship and you could bounce it. Oh, just gonna get the bot. Yep, bot's back up. Skyroads was great, Shavney. But yeah, so much good shit. So much genuinely good shit. That's why I hope someone's archived it. But I do, thankfully, have access to a really good internet archive. I'm surprised that it hasn't been discovered. But whoever runs it seems to be doing a pretty good job of keeping things, you know, relatively, you know, low key. You know, if you've ever needed to get some good ROMs, like old games for emulators, now that they had that kind of crackdown for more recent stuff, that would be the place to go. Ah, good, I can get up this way now. So, what does that trigger? Seems to be this. Gotta love how those archviles stand no goddamn chance against this gun. Yep. On Space Cadet for Windows 7. Oh yeah, the Space Cadet pinball thing. I remember I played a shitload of that when I did work experience for the Territorial Army. So, this is a fun little fact about my youth. So, when I was in high school, they ask you what you want to be. And I had a idea that I wanted to compose music for video games because I was taking a music class. I could work the music software for it. And for my work experience, because I grew up in Liverpool, I lived really near to what is now known as Sony Studio Liverpool. Earlier, it was known as Psygnosis, or Psygnosis, I can never say it. If you ever remember a logo for video games that had an owl face and really cool font, that's Psygnosis. They were responsible for the original Wipeout. And I was kind of enamored with them. So I shot off an application for work experience, and unfortunately, they did get back to me, which was, better than nothing. They got back to me, and unfortunately, they did not run a work experience program anymore. I was gutted. Absolutely gutted. I could only imagine what trajectory I'd be on if I would have been able to do work experience as a high school kid for Psygnosis. I think it would have put me on a different track. But instead, because all of the other slots had been filled up, the next best thing they had for me, because that was my only pick, was doing work experience at the Territorial Army, local division. If you don't know what the Territorial Army, it is basically the voluntary military in the UK. And I spent my summer in work experience working in warehousing at a local division, cataloging ammunition. And one day, they had nothing for me to do because the World Cup was on. And I could watch the match and everyone else had fucked off, or I could sit in the admin offices and play Space Cadet on the PCs all day. So I played Space Cadet because I wasn't too, bothered about most of the matches that were on. I was like... So Space Cadet always reminds me of a little bit of a bittersweet chapter of, what could have been if they were still doing work experience placements for kids like me at the time. I mean, I still make music. It's more of a hobby. Very slow-moving hobby. But I still like the act of making music. I still like the act of messing around with, digital audio workstations. I use Fruity Loops. I got an Arturia Mini Lab keyboard. This is what I use to make my shit. Really useful. It doesn't actually play any music on its own. It's just a controller, but it really helped me out when it comes to, making me get a little bit more into the zone. At least they provided me with options. Well, I did find my own, and I didn't have any options after I found my own work experience idea. And, Territorial Army was the default. Because there was nothing else like Psygnosis or Studio Liverpool as it was at the time in my part of the UK. Arcturus, you got an Akai mini keyboard simultaneous. Yeah, they're real handy. They're real handy. I was thinking about getting a bigger one, but yeah, I'm just keeping things hobby grade at this point. If things go well, when I eventually finally get around to releasing the next collection of stuff that I've been working on, then I might look into investing in more hardware, maybe. Arturia, by the way, if you are working with synths, or you'd like to work with synths, but you don't want to have to go through the expensive process of buying synths, and they are fucking expensive, there is a product that Arturia provide called Analog Lab. I think at the moment it's called Analog Lab 3, but it's like a greatest hits program that you can use with things like Fruity Loops that will give you access to, to a real good roster of sounds across a wide array of synths, like, Jupiter 8s, Mini Moogs, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'd say look into that. If you're interested in making your own music and you got a bit of cash to spare, you want to invest it in making music, you want to play around with more synth sounds and maybe expand the range of stuff and what your music sounds like, that is what I would direct you to. It's compared to the alternative, shitloads cheaper, and you can buy additional top-up packs. So if you want to get more along a particular theme, you can buy top-up packs for it, and it'll add more presets. You can't customize the presets so much, but the presets are already pretty good as they are. So I reckon that would be if you get into more advanced territory when it comes to trying shaping your own sounds. I don't worry too much about shaping my own sounds because, yeah, I'm basically retreading ground that many, many more talented people have already trodden on before. I think that's the phrase. I'm just making use of the cool sounds. In fairness, all your spare cash goes to gifting subs on me. So that's where Icarus's Doom mapping concerns about making freight elevators for cargo and loading zones comes to warehouse management experience. Yeah. I don't know why though, I'm oddly fascinated with like a subset of cargo warehouse management in video games specifically. Just to, make sure it's not too much of a tangent. But I've always loved the idea of underground storage facilities. So Metal Gear Solid specifically, towards the end of Metal Gear Solid, you've got the underground storage place where Metal Gear Rex is. To reach it, you've got to descend down these gargantuan cargo elevators that go at a diagonal route. For some reason, I thought that was the coolest shit. And I still do. I kind of think those gigantic... I think it's more an infrastructure thing. I'm just a fan of big infrastructure. I like big bridges and I cannot lie. You other brothers may not lie. What? But when a dude walks in with an itty-bitty bridge... Cargo areas are sewer levels. Wrong! They are a unique and special flower, entirely divorced from sewer levels. Called funiculars, the diagonal ones? Yeah, that sounds about right. I just call them diagonal cargo elevators. Have I actually finished this level? Or have I started a new one? I haven't! I literally saw the exit in front of me. There was a sign and everything. Why haven't I finished this level yet? Where is the exit? Where's the fucking exit? Oh, it's there. It's because I haven't gone through it yet. I was too busy exploring this side of the thing, just in case I missed anything. What map set is this? Back to Saturn X. It's because it's the eternal level. It just never ends. Akira style lifts. Oh yeah, Akira had those lifts as well. Half-Life had those lifts. They're just real good for conveying scale. One thing that I always try to consider when it comes to mapping, and this is probably something that really holds me back because I get too hung up on it sometimes. is I try to imagine how the place would actually function as something that is useful and exists. Which is more of a Duke 3D philosophy thing, because Duke 3D was where levels were more designed to resemble actual real places, whereas, you know, Doom, Quake, it was more abstract. But yeah, I get real hung up sometimes imagining what the point of a particular part of the level is. Because you don't just build shit for no good reason. You build shit to either live in, make things in, or store things in. Or if you're going to go the religious side of things, you build things to worship things in. This fucking level, man. There's like a whole half of this level that I haven't bothered with. Because I picked left over right. I could have ended this level by now. But I'm too busy indulging my bloodlust. Shavni, same thing happens with your maps. Can relate. Abstract, what do I mean? The suburbs in Doom 2 are perfectly accurate. Gotta allow you back from hearing music. It was nice music. Good. Whenever I hear someone mention it as music, I imagine they just stood in an elevator in a corporate skyscraper for a while and just rode the lift up and down listening to the music in the lift. Didn't I live in a one-room library inside a giant obsidian octagon? No. That's back in the Doom 2 days. Fuck ending a level, kill all monsters. Yeah. I was actually considering playing Blood today. But I am unconscionably bad at Blood. Alright, what have I left alive? Too many things. Actually, where's my bottle of piss? I'll top myself up. Shit. God damn it! It's always a revenant. It somehow manages to escape your barrage. What was I trying to say? Barrage! Oh, you have to equip it? That's annoying. No! Bad, Archvile. Bad. Back to square one. Okay. I feel like I can leave now. I know people would like me to go secret hunting, but I've spent so long on this level. Is anyone truly good at Blood, though? That shit's out. Civi's good at Blood. Fuck it. Fuck it. 100% secrets, motherfucker. I didn't even know I got all of them. Soki, the sprite work for Trailblazer looks much improved since you last played it. D&D moving from Twitch? Nah, I was joking. I'll move from Twitch if Mixer pays me. Like a ninja. 8 figures. That's the rumor. 8 figures. There's got to be like a multi-year deal. That's got to be like a multi-year deal that they gave Ninja. You have no idea who the fuck Ninja is. He is one of the top streamers on Twitch. Pretty much exclusively plays Fortnite. Made his name exclusively playing Fortnite recently. Played other stuff, but yeah. And he has said so long and thanks for all the fish to Twitch. Don't blame him. Because Microsoft basically turned up with a briefcase full of fucking cash. Went, we'd like you to stream exclusively on Mixer. How would you like all of this money? Mixer has some curious ideas. Got some cool things for interactivity. Low delay as well. Yeah! I actually had a little peek on Mixer because I was curious. It's a weird layout. I'd have to get used to it if I wanted to use it on a more regular basis, but I can't really use it on a more regular basis because if I moved to Mixer, I would have to violate my affiliate agreement. Or at least, you know, ignore my affiliate agreement. Because when you sign up to be an affiliate on Twitch, which means you can, you know, make money, you basically sign an exclusivity deal. You can post your stuff on other networks, but you've got to give it a 24-hour delay minimum. I suppose that doesn't stop you from actually streaming on other networks, just as long as you don't do simultaneous streams back to Twitch, or vice versa. So you could stream on something else completely, like Mixer, but not on Twitch. It's iffy. It's iffy. I understand why they do it, though. Excuse me. Do people stream on Twitch and YouTube? That's right. But do they have an exclusivity agreement? If they're doing that, then they're breaking it. If they do it simultaneously, if they do it at the same time, they're breaking the agreement, and that is a violation of their contract. Dragonate, hi. What's Fortnite? Oh, it's a hentai game for 8-year-olds. Extra barrel. I love the description on this. So it adds more pellets, an extra barrel, and by the power of video game logic and pillow balance, doesn't use extra ammo. Thank you, Pillow Blaster. Thank you. You bet Ninja gets paid a salary that could fund a small nation as well. Oh, yeah. Guy is making a crazy amount of money. Crazy amount of money. There's like when you reach a particular amount of viewership on Twitch, especially with regular subscriptions, you make fucking crazy money. More money than you can probably spend. I mean, there is a significant tipping point though. You got to be doing huge numbers for that shit. But as I've said in the past, if it ever got to the point where, you know, Twitch became the status quo for me, where it became the point where I could comfortably... I'm very confused. Very confused. What happened? I finished the level. There was no enemies. It's a hub map. Oh. Infernus, how many subs? To what? To exclusively stream on Twitch and live comfortably? Oh god, you'd probably have to be in the region of at least 1,000 subs minimum per month. That would kind of have to be the numbers. So let me just try and do the math here. So at minimum, it's like, what is it, $5 per stream, per sub. So I get half of that. So if I got 1,000 subs per month from... Actually, that's pretty fucking good. From Twitch alone, I would get $2,500. Convert that into, you know, Britbong monies, that's still pretty reasonable. But those are big numbers. That is a big number to try and achieve. That is better than minimum wage by far, by an order of magnitude of at least 2. And yeah, it's a hard, long road to reach that kind of point. Basically, if I wanted to try and achieve those kind of numbers on Twitch, I would have to ditch YouTube entirely. And I mean entirely. And focus utterly on Twitch. Or a miracle would have to happen that would allow me to comfortably do both. Because I can't see dedicating that much time to Twitch and getting those kind of numbers and also being able to maintain the kind of situation where I can make YouTube videos on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. It's just the way it works. It's the way it balances out. People forget about the time investment. With Ninja going to Mixer, you can see Mixer flexing the servers and stuff to show that they can compete. Oh, infrastructure-wise, they can fucking compete. They got Microsoft's backing. They are Microsoft. I mean, Twitch has got Amazon, but Amazon are a little bit slapdash at the moment. Beefy, we're just happy to supply with some boost money. And believe me, I am more than happy with that. I am more than happy with that. I would never want to force anyone into a situation where they feel compelled to, you know, support my habits. Ever. Because quite frankly, that would make me feel like shit. I've already got a little bit of a tenuous... Jesus Christ, this music's killing me. Let me just drop it a bit. I've already got a little bit of a tenuous relationship with how this whole business works to begin with. I mean, I still haven't gotten over the idea that I can make a video that I enjoy making so it doesn't feel like work, and then put it on the internet, and then receive money for having people watch it. Or even have people voluntarily do that when I'm doing something like this live streaming. It still sends me for a friggin' loop. Because Yeah, I was brought up to believe in the concept of, you know, a hard day's work spent toiling in a 9 to 5. And I did that for quite a significant length of time. And discovered that it's all bullshit. So, yeah, I'm happy with whatever. As long as I can maintain the bare minimum that keeps me able to do this and producing shit like this for you guys, I'm fine. To be honest, right? I'll be perfectly honest with you. If I started making crazy money, I would honestly start donating it. Because I would not know what to spend it on. I don't have interest in supercars. I don't have interest in mansions. I don't have interest in bling. I don't have interest in looking wealthy. I don't have interest in having, you know, designer threads. You know, I might buy more merch. That's about all I do because I'm a fan. At the core of my being, I am a fan. I love video games, and the video games I love, I will seek to support the best I can. I think the one thing that I would probably spend the most money on is hardware. That's the one thing I'd probably spend money on. I'd probably build an ultimate rig. I'd probably get myself like a monitor array, like a crazy monitor array, all of the refresh rate you could probably want. I'd probably build a second PC so I could stream more efficiently, because that's apparently what a lot of the top tier, you know, streamers do. They have a second dedicated streaming PC to maintain quality. I'd upgrade all of the graphics card, everything, you know, straight upgrades. But never been interested in status. Never ever been interested in that kind of shit. So I've always had that kind of odd kind of relationship with money where it's nice to have it, but if I had too much of it, I'd give it away. I'm not that materialistic. I'm really not. Toastmaster, I'm too pure. You'd love a sexy car in a penthouse. Oh, it'd be tempting, but, you know, I'm A-okay with where I live. Where I live is nice. And where you live is what you make it. You know, it's all well and good having a, you know, 16-bedroom house with, you know, an infinity pool in the LA hills. Yeah, but if you haven't got the people and the friends and the loved ones to come and, you know, say hi and keep you company, then what's the fucking point? I don't think I can put it in any better way than that. Yeah, there we go. No, not a lost soul. Lost souls have a bad habit of getting me killed. Ah! I should probably save. There we go. I could probably go on more holidays. That's probably something I'd like to do if I had the money to do it. I'd love to visit the places that I've always wanted to visit. I think that's probably the thing that would probably cost me the most. I'd love to visit Tokyo. I'd love to visit Japan as a whole. Japan, Tokyo, is one of my dream destinations. And it's expensive to get there. I'd love to visit Australia as well. I'd love to visit Sydney. Yeah, just for starters. I'd probably do a lot of travel. But the thing is, I'd be able to do that travel, and I'd also be able to, you know, give myself, like, a portable studio. Because I'd be able to get myself the hardware that allows me to stream while I'm abroad, provided I've got Wi-Fi. You should get an infinity pool powered by slip gates from Quake. That oh yeah, so you can visit you know, the outer realms, and then by way of the outer realms travel to Tokyo. Apparently it's much cheaper. Apparently it is much cheaper to travel to Tokyo that way via Slipgate. Slipgate Infinity Pool. Linux, Japan, Chernobyl, and Auschwitz. That is an eclectic list. One of these things is not like the others. If you would have said Fukushima, that would have felt more themically in line. With a lot of the money, you'd buy Randy Pitchford and make him sell Duke to 3D Realms, and you rename him to Radney. You know, given enough time and thought, I'm sure I could think of things that I'd want to do, but, you know, naturally, off the cuff, yeah. I'd probably donate a lot of shit to good causes. Especially considering, you know, there's one thing that enraged me not too long ago when I read this. It was in relation to, you know, the fire of Notre Dame that completely destroyed the roof of Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. There was a lot of billionaires that stepped up immediately and said, don't worry about it, we will give you the money. We will give you any money you need to rebuild the roof of Notre Dame and restore it to its former glory. And I read a follow-up piece that basically, that basically said, yeah, none of these guys have put up. None of them. None of them have put up the money to help support the rebuild of that roof. Or if they want to put the money up, they're demanding contracts be drawn and stipulations, or, you know, backing down on the money that they were actually going to contribute. So it's all empty, hollow bullshit gestures. These people that literally sleep on mounds of money. I'm sure some of them stuff their money under their fucking pillows, believe me. Under their friggin' mattresses. The hoarders by any other name. And money... There comes a point where money is just completely useless to you in terms of quantity. There is a point where you just have too much fucking money. So fuck them assholes. You know, at least people like Elon Musk know what they're doing with their money. They got shitloads of money and they're putting it towards something. Elon Musk wants to colonize fucking Mars. Great. You got a dream. Shoot for it. Do whatever the fuck. At least he's not making empty, hollow gestures and, you know... all these other hollow, soulless billionaire shitbags. SpaceX does the US's entire space shipments to the ISS now? Yeah. Oh, you can probably imagine my excitement when, not too long ago, Elon Musk announced a project. Was it called Neuralink? I think it was Neuralink. He's basically bringing the cyberpunk age into full effect. He's basically designing a brain-computer interface. Or at least paying people to do it. Shrek is Boss is the first stream you've seen ever in the world, in the history of streaming. I'm honored. I usually reckon people will have, you know, seen other people's streams before they've seen my stream. Zelazon, you're not convinced that Elon Musk is human? Oh no, he will probably upload his consciousness into a robot body. Yeah, just scoop out his brain, actually. The whole consciousness transfer thing is actually a little tricky. Yeah, he'd probably just scoop out his brain and put it in a robot chassis like Samuel Hayden. Elon is the Deus Ex. I think the thing I like about Elon Musk is he's a nerd that got rich. He made the right choice. He was in the right place at the right time. Got incredibly, disgustingly rich. And then had the drive to implement his wackadoo projects. And then, even then, with all of this responsibility that comes from having such, piles of money and investors to try and please, still continues to fucking shitpost on the internet. Rich nerds either become Bill Gates or Musk. Or Notch. Notch... Oh, Notch is a whole other kettle of fish. A whole other barrel of monkeys. He seems to be very ill at ease with his own... First, fame and riches. His fame and his riches. It doesn't really seem to have brought him much by way of joy. And he seems to spend his days kind of idle. I mean, sure, he probably still does stuff that interests him in terms of, like, programming stuff and coding, but he's probably found that the drive behind a lot of that stuff has been removed. He doesn't really seem to have found anything that actually enthuses him, that actually makes him want to do shit. I mean, he could shitpost, but, I think he's got to work on the shitposting. Fuck you money is one thing, but, making that fuck you money count is the other aspect. Right. So I have managed to miss something. Notch is that guy who created something, got rich of it, wanted to get away from it, and then his previous friends had helped him. You think you hate him now, no matter what he did? Oh. Sorry, I misread that. Notch is the guy who created something, got rich off of it, wanted to get away from it, and all of his previous friends that helped him with Minecraft. You think they hate him now, no matter what he did? Someone was mad at him. Team-wise? Maybe they saw him as a sellout. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what pissed him off, because, there was a few guys at Mojang that stuck it. That continued to work because they enjoy the work. Whereas Notch cashed out, which is valid. That is an entirely valid thing for him to do. But to what end, I think that's the mystery for me about Notch. It doesn't really seem like he's done anything with himself since cashing out, other than do the cliche stuff. So he bought the mansion in the Hollywood Hills. He got, I think it was the Hollywood Hills. He got a section of his house with, you know, shitloads of smart, you know, M&M dispensers. You know, a lot of real cliche "I'm rich now" shit. Honestly, he confuses me. Notch confuses me. But yeah, there comes a point where money makes you idle. And idle is not a good place for a lot of people to be, because if you're idle, you start thinking about what's the point. You start thinking, you know, why am I even doing any of this? Because I don't need to do any of this. Because I'm so rich that I don't have to do this. So, what's that? There's this whole Japanese... Thank you, Zyra. Thank you for the 6 months on Prime. That's the emotes being read out. So, I was trying to... Yeah, I remember what I was trying to say. So, there's this Japanese philosophy for living. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I was looking at a book that had the name of it. And it's a way of balancing your life for what you enjoy. You know, introducing things that you can be happy doing. And just working at, you know, the value of a good hobby. The value of, you know, having some kind of drive or a goal to work towards. That kind of shit. I think that would maybe be... good reading for all Notch? I don't know. This is all theory. This is all theory. But yeah, I'd want to be comfortably, you know, rich, as would anyone, but I'd also want to be able to keep myself busy. I wouldn't want to let that be the be-all and end-all. So whenever I hear someone saying, "Oh, he's so rich, he doesn't have to do anything," that's not the point. The point is, some people have to do something. Otherwise, what's the point in living? That's why money is just, you know, at a certain point, a burden. There's that phrase, money burning a hole in your pocket kind of thing. Which loops me back around to that whole reason why, you know, I would... If I ended up in such a position, you know, God willing, whatever. If fate is on my side to such that degree, you know, I'll feel blessed. But I would donate most of it. Put it towards things that I feel are good causes. D&D never thought Doom could be so philosophical. Yeah, sometimes I get put on a track. What do you buy the man who already has one of everything? I don't know, what do you buy the guy who has one of everything? Nothing? More cutlery? The dark colony of Setnex remains. An erratic backwater constellation of crumbling ruins and vanishing technology. Yet here in the cold and filthy chasm, where light revealing holy grail still wars with the god of shadows. Wait, what? That was a sentence. A hidden tower sealed beneath a still and festering moon. The studded crown on a dying planet. The thief of souls. This game we play, I don't know if it's a miracle or a curse. Is this a meta-commentary on Doom? Everyone could always use more socks. That's something that would, I'd probably definitely keep buying. They probably need socks on a pretty, you know, bi-monthly basis. Shavney, you just say, find a hobby. You can do what you like with that, with the feeling that you're set for life. I think I understand what you're saying. Sideshow, what do you buy a man that has one of everything? The other shoe? Ah, yes. I'm trying to remember a terrible, terrible joke about some guy that visits the Dalai Lama. And it's related to pizza. So I can't remember how the structure of the joke goes, but there's this guy, and he's searching for the perfect pizza. Pretty sure. But no matter where he goes, he's never satisfied. So eventually he decides to make a pilgrimage to Tibet. And he goes to visit the Dalai Lama. And he goes up to the Dalai Lama and he says, make me one with everything. It's one of those jokes that takes a little while to get if you forget about the fact that he's searching for the ultimate pizza. Yeah, Zyra gets it. I've butchered that joke. It's a terrible joke to begin with. I'm pretty sure someone actually told that joke to the Dalai Lama themselves. It may have been Conan O'Brien. I may be remembering this wrong. I told you it was a bad joke. Make a girl, you don't get it? Well, the ultimate pizza has a bit of everything on it, doesn't it? It's a terrible joke. It is a terrible joke. Other people could tell it in a much more concise way, but I am not a comedian. I'm just some douchebag that plays Doom. Ever tried the sniper mode on the assault rifle? Punch while scoped. Oh, no. Someone mentioned that earlier, but I don't think I really understood. Yeah, that's the shit. I don't think I understood what they were trying to say. Now I do. Fuck. See, I would have that on by default. I can upgrade another weapon. I can upgrade these. I can upgrade that. Can't upgrade this yet. Could upgrade this. Do I have anything for this? Yes, I do. It's pretty hefty. Oh, shit. McDragonator has gifted 5 subs. Thank you very, very much. This has been one heck of a stream when it comes to the whole gift sub. I'm crazy. Like someone said, it must be because it's the start of the month. D&D, am I looking forward to Halo coming to PC? Yes. Yes, I am. I actually really am. Oh, it was Carl! In fairness, thank you for correcting me on that. So the guy who told that joke to the Dalai Lama was Carl Stefanovic. If you don't know who Carl Stefanovic is, he is the guy off that Australian Today show that is practically a living meme. I'm a fan. I think he did the Oscars show one year, just completely pissed off his face. He was visibly drunk. It was amazing. Is that 70 gift subs this stream alone? Let me try and remember. 40 off Just Me. Another 10 off Infernus, I think. Oh wait, there was 21 off Infernus. So that was, yeah. Holy shit. That's 40... About 46 gift subs. And then there's the ones in between. So probably 50 at this point. Ish. It was 21 Infernus. I'm not shortchanging you. So yeah, I'm eating fancy tonight. I'm drinking fancy tonight. Thank you very, very much. I got some guests over this weekend, so I'm gonna be introducing them to the finest, and I say the finest, fish and chips. The best fish and chips you can get in this seaside town. Am I gonna get a treat after this? I might buy some ice cream and more booze. I'm getting pretty low on my rum, so I could always buy more rum. I love my Kraken. It's just tasty. It's tasty good stuff. Infernus, so the joke was the Dalai Lama walks into a pizza shop and asks the clerk, "Can you make me one with everything?" Oh, I butchered the joke completely. I butchered the joke completely. I got it the wrong way around. I think I was imagining it from the from Karl Stefanovic telling the joke to the Dalai Lama. That's why I got it mixed up. I feel ashamed. Oh, I feel so bad. I fucked that joke up so bad. But then I told you I couldn't remember the joke properly, so, you know, I'm just gonna have to live with it. I'm just gonna have to live with it. Oh my giddy fucking Aunt Nora. McDragonator has gifted another 5 subs. Are we getting to the point where, I've been gifted more subs than there are available in this stream? Sideshow, what? 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 There's gonna be no people who watch me that aren't subbed at this rate? You think there's a gifting contest going on, Kaz? Really? You think? You think? What gave that away? So over, do I actually have that info on my dashboard? Of what? Of people subbing? Yeah, I've got a... I'll show you. Oh wait, this might... Oh no, this works fine. So this is what I look at on my side screen. So this is my event list that shows me all of the crazy shit that happens with subs and followers and hosts. It's basically my alert list. So if someone sends me a message, like earlier when Zyra did the resub notification, I can see it. It's gonna play again, isn't it? Fuck, I just clicked it by accident. It's gonna tell me what it is before it actually plays, which is why I usually know that someone has done something before the notification plays. Beefy, you feel like you're gonna come back from PAX, drop 10 gift subs, and it's gonna be staggered because of all these damn oil barons. Buzzingfrog, how do I feel about cotton candy? I only have it on very rare occasions, usually at a carnival. In fact, in a few weeks' time, there may be a traction rally somewhere near me. The traction rallies are weird. It's where people with old-timey steam engine things turn up and sit in a field and have other people turn up and look at them, and then other things happen as well. But usually there's cotton candy. Wouldn't have it all the time. But yeah, traction rallies are weird. They're like a hick redneck thing, but British. My favorite thing about traction rallies is occasionally you will get people with like mini steam engines that they just maintain as a hobby. And what they'll do at these traction rallies is they will roll up in a caravan or whatever they've turned up in, you know, set out a chair and sit in this chair while for the entirety of the day this tiny steam engine device will run. I'm not doing the strangeness any justice, but basically this thing will be about, you know, this wide and this tall. It'll be powered by, you know, whatever the fuck. And they will sit there all day, usually smoking. You don't talk to them. They just observe. And then you look at the thing that they've made. And then you move on. And then you buy more cotton candy. And then you watch a tractor pull. Welcome to Yorkshire. And thank you, Just Man, for gifting another sub. Trainer Bronzy. You're welcome. Zyra, there's always a steamroller at a British fair. Guess the number of sweets in a jar, Maypole. Good old carny shite. Good old-fashioned carny shite. And another gifted sub to Buzz and Frog. It just keeps happening, man. It just keeps happening. Hey, I'm not far off the upgrade for this cannon. This chain gun. Oh, shit. Thinking I'm gonna need the goddamn upgrade at this rate. Woo! It was fun while it lasted. So, over to put this in perspective, Jess May has spent over $1,500 on subs to my channel. It's fucking crazy, man. Soki, there's a real nice place near you, Indian, that does pizza, something, and lamb. Rogan Josh Pizza. Ooh. Oh, you had to remind me of my favorite pizza ever. So, I was living in France, and there was a pizza place that did a type of pizza called the Istanbul. So in France, you can get pizzas with a creme fraiche base. So they don't do, you know, tomato sauce base kind of thing. They'll do creme fraiche. This was creme fraiche base with, you know, curry sauce as well. And it was olives, doner kebab, and I think peppers as well, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, onion. Can't forget the onion. If I could eat one kind of pizza... I was only allowed one kind of pizza till the day I die. It would be that. Dragonator, thank you for gifting subs there. Cadlal and Captain Lagbeard. Oil barons are out in force today. It is crazy. Inferno, stop telling me about things I can't get. Well, what you need to do is you need to get a plane to Lyon, then travel north, I think it's north, to Lons-le-Saunier, which is notable because it's the second smallest regional capital in France. And then, oh, what's the name of the place? Find a hotel in Lons-le-Saunier. I'm going to look up this. I'm going to see if this place is still open. Oh yeah. Is it Allo Pizza? I hope it is. It looks like the right place. I'm just zooming in on a map because I remember. Avenue Terrell. Yeah, that's the one. Allo Pizza. If it's still the same place and they do the Istanbul and you're ever in Lons-le-Saunier, that's where you get it from. Allo Pizza. Get yourself the Istanbul. Say Icarus sent you. They won't know who the fuck I am. They won't know. They won't have a clue who the fuck I am. Ion Fury is out in 2 weeks. Will I play it? Oh yeah. Definitely. Definitely. I'll probably stream it. Florian, why can't you join my Discord? I have no idea. The link should still be active. I didn't time it out. At least as far as I can remember. Unless someone timed it out for me. Yeah. I'll always have at least one Baron in the chat, McDragonator. Thank you. Olives are the devil's butt nuggets. As long as they're pitted, I'm okay with olives. I don't like olives with, you know, the pit, the seed in them. If they're pitted, I'm okay with olives. I don't like going at, having to eat around the seed. Fuck. Helps if I reload. Oh, no. Fuck. Hate it when I get pinned in by pinkies. So over absolute state of what stream? Oh. Some people saying Bethesda still have the capacity to fuck up Doom Eternal. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to Doom Eternal much more than I was looking forward to Youngblood. A few people have asked me what my opinion on Youngblood was, and I am pretty much just... I got no urge to play it after a lot of the feedback, because they had early reviews, and I was just like, this feels like something I can skip. It feels like something I can skip, and I won't really miss out on anything. But Doom Eternal... First of all, they've got to try... They've actually got to try hard to fuck that game up. Because it's already good. They've already got Doom 2016. But then, there's that little voice in the back of my head that reminds me, hey, people like the New Order. They took that, and they fucked with it, but that was Machine Games. That was not id. So it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. And Marty seems to be refreshingly no bullshit when it comes to how he envisages Doom should be. At least his interpretation of Doom. I'm not entirely, you know, hot on a lot of the things that they've included so far by way of gameplay videos, but I am willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. That's the thing I can say a lot more than Wolfenstein Youngblood, because after the new Colossus, I went cold on Wolfenstein by Machine Games, because the new Colossus was actually kind of disappointing. It was bloated, it was unfocused, it was really oddly balanced when it came to the combat. It didn't feel anywhere near as, you know, tight as the New Order, and it was just, it was a very deflating experience. That's what I would describe the new Colossus as. A very deflating experience, especially coming off the back of the New Order. So they basically had to impress me with anything else beyond that if they wanted to, you know, keep me on board. And Youngblood, I was like, okay. That's great and all that you've got the Daughters of Blaskovich as lead characters. Interesting. Okay, what are you gonna do with it? They made a co-op shooter that lent looter shooter elements and, you know, RPG-ish mechanics. I was like, I'm good. I'm good. That's not what Wolfenstein is to me. It feels like Machine Games are straying further and further away from what people want from a Wolfenstein game, and they already got it right with the New Order, which is why it is so goddamn frustrating. In fairness, out of the 5,377 followers that I have, you wonder how many are subbed right now? I can tell you exactly how many are subbed by way of the screen that I've got up here. 210. I don't know how accurate that is, because I don't know how often it is updated, but 210 of 5,380 followers are subbed. Currently. Having followers is great and all on Twitch, but the crucial thing when you're live streaming is having them turn up. It's great if they follow your live stream for the, you know, the VODs later on. You know, they can catch up on demand, but yeah, most of the metrics on Twitch rely entirely on what happens when you're live. Oh hey, I can upgrade the chain gun. Maybe I should do it when I got more ammo for it. Right. Well, I've got a little bit of downtime on this level. I am just gonna grab myself another drink. Be right back. Hey, hey. Finally fixed myself a drink. So what is chat up to? I see the occasional mention of Fallout 76. I just don't trust Bethesda. I know they're fixing it as best I can, but I just don't trust Bethesda with Fallout. I find it very telling, very, very telling that when NoClip did the documentary on Bethesda and Fallout, they neglected to talk about New Vegas. I wonder why. I wonder why. Dragonator, continuing to give subs. It's time to Altesian. Much appreciated. Just get my bearings again in this level. Yep. Yep. Dang, I could upgrade the shotty as well, but if I upgrade the shotty, I won't have enough left over to upgrade the chain gun. That's the tricky side of it. Just trying to figure out what slot the chain gun's on. I don't have ammo for it, so that'll probably be why. That'll probably be why it's not popping up. Did I hear a goddamn Archivile? I think I did. I do love the alternating fire on these shotguns though. Left click, right click. Do both at the same time. Ah, you can quick throw them. Okay. I thought you'd have to detonate them if you did that. It just instantly detonates them. That's good to know. That is very good to know. Alright, that should give me some ammunition for the big guy. Let's see. Mordaka. The Browning fires instantly. So it's a chain gun with a Browning machine gun attached to the side of it. So left click does the Browning. Right click does the barrel. It is Mordaka. Why did the shotties remind you of the retard flail? Only you can answer that question. It's a rare case of a self-own with that. Oh, boy. Now I got more ammo for it. I can use it on a little bit more of a regular basis. Hopefully. Should there be some enemies for me to use it on. Heck of an upgrade, though. Heck of an upgrade. I don't think I've actually... Oh! Wait a minute. If we go this way... Red? So that must raise all of those, wherever those may be. Yep. Aw. It's just such a shame that I run out of ammunition. I do wonder what the upgrade for the Magnum is. I would be intrigued to see that. Such a hefty pipe bomb, though. It's such a hefty pipe bomb. I got all of them. The upgrade for the Magnum makes it shoot its entire magazine in one shot. As if they were micro rockets. Good grief. Florium, would I play Fallout 76 if I got it as a gift? No. To be honest, the style of game itself, I'm honored that you'd offer, but you know, it just doesn't seem like my kind of game. It's multiplayer survival crafting, and it doesn't really appeal to me much these days. There's only one game I bother with, and that's maybe Rust. And even then, I play that like once every 3 months. So you can imagine, you know, my enthusiasm for anything else of a similar ilk. But, you know, thank you all the same. The fact that EA didn't look at the success of XCOM and said, maybe we should do a proper strategy game version of Syndicate. It's really weird what they did with Syndicate. They just made a sci-fi FPS. It was like really odd route to go. Okay. Yeah, EA does not have the best track record when it comes to using IPs to their fullest potential. Let's put it that way. And we Dragonator, thank you very much for the 200 bits. Streams jumpy as heck, Magus. I've not got any jumped frames on my end, so it may be buffering. It may be buffering. That's the only thing I can think of. I do have quite a high bitrate running, so that may contribute to it. It generally means that the higher the bitrate, it does mean that slower connections do struggle a bit. Syndicate wasn't really the same as an RTS. I mean, it was an isometric squad shooter with like RPG elements, right? Where you could upgrade and send them out. They did stray quite far from the original design concept, though. You gotta admit that. See, this is... It's gonna bug me, that thing. I know it opens something, but I don't think I'll be quick enough to actually make my way back to it. I'm lost again. I'm lost again. These levels just do something to me, man. They're multi-layered and kind of difficult to pass. But when you get going, it is A-O-friggin-K. Yeah, I'm gonna need more explosives. Oh! Do I have any grenade launchers ammo? I'm not sure if I do. Yes, I do. Loads. I think I got all of them. I had pipe bombs. I also had low health. Dang it, the piss is just out of reach. So I got all 3 key cards. Told you. Yeah. Yeah, here it goes. Just gonna start cramming in enemies. I've got to learn to rely on the browning side of the firing rate before I even spin up the barrel. Use the barrel for bigger crowds, maybe. How do I get back up there, though? Ah. Canned bread, this has some really good sprite work. Oh yeah, damn right. That's how you know you're in a pillow blaster mod. Shit! Okay. It was the Archvile that got me. There's the Archie. I can hear the fucker. Shit. Got him. And died. Do I prefer Bolognese or Nashgore? I've been trying to figure out a way to make Nashgore as chaotic as Bolognese, but I'm not sure I've been messing around with the right settings. I find that I need to tweak Nashgore more than I need to tweak Bolognese to get the right amount of carnage. But maybe that's just me and my familiarity with the actual mod itself. Alright, so I've got all the keys. I'll get back up that. Nashcore has better compatibility with colors.
Here comes Flame Boy. Swah, swah, swah,
And Sunny Scum,
swah, swah,
thank you very
swah,
much for the
swah.
follow. So how do I get up this one? What am I missing? What am I missing? Not sure I need to switch again. Ah, I thought I flicked that before, but I didn't. Apparently not. Pro tip. Always remember to reload. That really did feel like all of my pipe bombs at once. I didn't really, I don't think I really used them as effectively as I'd like. Pardon me. Nah, I got more of them. Either way. Big explosion goes boom. Big explosion goes boom. Thought they got? Hey, hey. As much as I hate to admit it, this is probably going to be my last level of the day. Shit. Hoping I can get through it. It's a nice boom. It's a nice boom off that sniper rifle function. So I'm pretty sure there's a Spidey mastermind around here somewhere, so I am going to have to be prepared. One point of health. It's a good job I had a jug of piss. Good old piss wasser. The levels in episode 2 seem a lot more labyrinthine. I mean, I can understand that from a point of progression. I mean, if you've already been through, say, episode 1, that'll probably feel more natural. Oh, fuck. Forgot about the reload. Always forget about the reload. I got no piss left. Damn it. How is that fucker still alive? Whew. Son of a bitch. Yeah, it's not the big group of awkward enemies that kill you, it's the hit scan enemy directly after that does it. There it is. Just completely ignored it earlier. Oh, fuck. No, let's do a do-over. Let's do a do-over. Once you're done busy killing that thing. Yeah. Okay. About 10. About 10 to take that down. Ha! That's right. Fist the skelly with explosions. Ugh. I felt like that was a much better tread through that section of level. But yeah, if this is as twisty as the last few levels, I may have a tough time getting through this in any reasonable length of time. Gotta love all that extra tasty ammo for this thing. Yeah. Upgrading it is definitely the way to go. So do I have any other weapons that I can upgrade from here? I can upgrade these two. Bottomless capacity, no physical recoil, nominal damage boost. So you don't have to reload them. Unless you feel like it. Shit. Still prefer these. Still prefer these to the revolvers. Renthrak, explosive fisting, just as painful as it sounds. Yep. Hey! That was a really quick level. That was a really quick level. Line of Earth, why shoot one demon when you can shoot multiple?
Of course!
Damn right, I was going to get rid of that thing before dealing with anything else. Nicotine rush and double shotguns is OP. I mean, let's face it, the mod in general is ever so slightly OP. That's already a given. And at this point, it is giving me plenty of chain gun rounds. So I may either be dealing with a shitload of enemies, or I am going to be able to deal with a shitload of enemies with a shitload of DACA. Which I'm not going to complain about. No siree. So what am I missing? What switch have I not flicked? Why no blood? There's blood, there's just not bolognese. I just forgot to turn it on is all. Sometimes it's good to get perspective. Plus, I find that a mod that can get by being just as damn entertaining to play without a gore mod on top of it. That says something. That says something. Think. This is going to be the way I need to go to get that key. Russian overkill can be challenging with the right enemy mods and slaughter maps. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, man. Say peekaboo. So I got the blue. Can't remember where the door is. Fuck. There we go. Mr. Somaru, a live stream. First you've been able to catch. Well, I'm glad I decided to stream a little bit longer then. Because the previous level was going to be my last level, but as it turned out, the last level was really goddamn short, so I played another one. But welcome. Some people saying Russian overkill with clusterfuck would be nice. Reload. I mean, there's always that option as well with certain OP weapon mods where you just bang up the difficulty. Bang up the difficulty till you reach a point where you feel like your OPness is being counteracted. That's what she said when her OPness was counteracted. Exactly, Thorgrim. The OPness. That's lucky. I could hear the punches being thrown, but they weren't connecting. Those revenants earlier. Okay. Time to just murder everything. If I can find everything. This is the one thing that I always get a little worried about when I find a quad damage or a, you know, an overpower power-up. It's like, where the enemy's at? Where the enemy's at? I love that they've got the Quake quad damage noise in that, though. It's good shit! Worthy upgrade. Worthy upgrade. Shit. Where's my piss? Dragonator, that's why you enjoy the streams. I say the most perfect, open to interpretation, random crap. It just works. It just works. Look at the fire rate in them babies, Jetstream. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Also high. That's why I'm now currently out of bullets. I do feel a little bad playing this Neuro against vanilla enemies sometimes. But then I remember that I'm enjoying myself and I don't give a shit. Joshua, thank you very much for the host. Much appreciated. thought there was 2. Because I was thinking I was out of line of sight, and I was still getting flames. Jetstream. Warframe has a similar set of assault rifles. You can dual wield. You have to actually mod the gun to decrease the fire rate to make the ammo consumption manageable. Good grief. I did try playing a bit of Warframe not too long ago. I think I just get overwhelmed by it. That's all it is. There's too much of it. Because every time I try to go back and play Warframe, I wish that I could just figure out where I started and go play through the tutorial mission again. Because I just completely lose track. You know, I'll play a few missions, I'll reinstall it, start from scratch, and go away for like a few weeks and play a bunch of Doom mods or other games. And I'll come back and I'll be like Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, where you're in the mines of Moria. And he's like, I have no memory of this place. I have no idea where the fuck we're going. They're working on it, making it a little bit more new player friendly. Yeah. It's a bewildering game to get into, but if you're into it and you enjoy it, apparently it's fantastic. So good for you guys. Good for you. I'll just be over here with my Uzis and Trailblazer. Melting faces. Try not to blow myself up at the same time. Okay. What do we got? A room full of fuck. Obvious, really. But I feel like we got to do that pretty effortlessly. So I got all keys. And I've got to be honest, I've forgotten where I need to put them. Completely. Renthrak Warframe requires substantial investment of time. Not really compatible with bite-sized gameplay until you've already sunk hundreds of hours. Yeah, Warframe is the kind of game that needs to be your main game for quite a while. I sadly do not exist in that situation. Oh fuck! How did I spaz that throw? Can't believe that. That is the worst. That's probably the worst throw I've managed to do in the entire game. That is ridiculous. Okay. Let's try that again from the top. Okay, so it was through here. Maybe, just maybe, if I lead with the old, you know, pipe bombs.
Here comes Flame Boy. Swah, 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 swah.
There we go. I've still got my hazmat suit on. Fuck. Was that me? Or was that something else? Might have been something else. Might have been that. Cheeky mechanical bugger. And Arena, thank you very much for the follow. Fuck. See, that's one thing I could probably stand to switch on the manual pipe bombs. The trigger and the throw. Definitely. And Eddie!
At MR_Icarus, hey Icarus, how are you doing, bud? How has your week been? Also, it is weekend. So it is booze time.
Yes. Yes, it is. Thank you very much, Eddie. It is booze time. I have been boozing. I'm unfortunately on my last level of the stream, so you've caught me right at the end. But thank you very much. And my week's been okay. I've been taking it easy. I've been, you know, trying to just have a little bit of downtime and think on things I can improve, things I can do better, things that I, you know, actually want to do. That kind of stuff. So I'm hoping I come back from my little break, YouTube side, energized, feeling a little fresh. Maybe a few schedule changes. That feels like it's gonna be something necessary for me to do. But all good otherwise. All good. Did I ever review Accessories to Murder? No, I didn't. I do have a copy of it on my hard drive. So it is something that I have thought about. But I've just not found the right situation. Because, yeah, some mods you got to pair with the right map. To get the right kind of footage means I can make the right kind of video. Imagine if Arachnotrons had a shotgun-esque plasma blast. That would be nightmarish. Jetstream, you got Soul Calibur, is that 6? Marvel vs. Capcom 3 today. Not a huge sucker for fighters, but those are quality ones. I've not really delved much into fighters lately. I've still spent shamefully little time playing Tekken of late, so maybe that's something I should reinstall at some point. That is wonderfully overkill. Wonderfully overkill. Do I have any more of them left? Oh, shit. Fuck. It's getting a little overwhelming there. Just a tad. Eddie, Tekken 7 is the best fighter, if you're gonna be honest. I don't really have much experience outside of it. I mean, I love Soul Calibur. To be honest, the last Soul Calibur I played was like Soul Calibur 2. So, you know, my experience is very, yeah, shallow on that front. Tekken, again, is the same. The last Tekken I played on a regular basis was like the first Tekken tag tournament. And, yeah, I've kind of missed out on everything between. So, yeah, I've got some I've got some adjustment time. Got some adjustment time to do with fighting games in general. All right. Oh, okay. But of course. But of course. There's always a cheeky archvile. Or two. Thankfully, this mod is essentially the anti-archvile mod, so, you know, get wrecked. I did need to come in this room, right? Or was it somewhere else I needed to go? Oh, hi. No, there was another one. Fuck! Every one of those missed! Ah, no bunny, please. I know I've been murdering your kin, but still, you suck. I'm justified. Can't believe I potato aimed all of those. I'm suspicious of this area. Yep. Kind of crushy. This goes back up, right? No? Fuck. No. Fuck. That was just me getting a little overexcited with being able to reach certain points. Catalog, play crosscode. I have. I got bored of it. I like it. But it does the exact same thing that everything JRPG inflected ends up doing to me. Now that I'm a man of advancing years. I just get bored. I like the combat, I like the story, I like the setting, and I just got really tired of playing it. No fault of the game. Absolutely zero fault of the game. It's just not my pace anymore. Zyra, do I smoke? No. No, I don't. You're just looking at the icon. You're not sure if I do or not? Nah, I don't smoke. I don't even vape. Sure as hell drink, though. Just glad I'm not a whiskey man, because that apparently is a little bit of a vocal cord wrecker, as far as I can tell. Depends what you want. What did I think of Rage 2? Didn't play it. Same exact problem as Wolfenstein Youngblood. It just didn't appeal to me. It started doing things that I didn't really care about. And from all of the feedback that people had from their reviews, I feel kind of justified. It's an open world shooter that ends up with wide stretches of nothing between the places where you need to go and endlessly collect loads of bullshit for no good reason. Is that shotgun basically shooting railgun rounds? Well, you got the primary fire and then you got the secondary fire, which does multiple projectiles, which is intended, oh fuck, to hit multiple enemies. Shit. Helps if you reload. But yeah, it's interesting the way it's, yeah, kind of backwards with the firing. So on the shotgun, the primary is the multi-projectile thing, and the secondary is the regular shotgun blast. Ooh, the Flesh Realm. Okay. Yeah, that's not been too bad. That's not been too bad. That's done me a lot better than the last level in terms of length. Girth. What about them dual revolvers? They're a bit weak. They're a bit weak, even upgraded. I tend not to fall back on them very often. Raven, you couldn't stand the woke bullshit in those games? What, Wolfenstein? Didn't bother me. What bothered me was the gameplay. They can do whatever story they want, as long as the gameplay is tight. It wasn't. Anyway. Have I checked out Dead Cells recently? I haven't checked out Dead Cells since I last streamed it, man. Too many games. I think this is the reason why I needed to take a break. There's too many games. Nutcase, New Order and Old Blood were fine, but Colossus didn't sit right. Yeah, I went over this earlier. You know, a lot of people seem to echo my sentiment. Anyway. But yeah, Raven, just to elaborate, the gameplay looked like shit too. I work on a hierarchy of things I give a shit about in a game. Start at the bottom with the gameplay and the AI and the graphics, and kind of like John Carmack states, story in a video game is a lot like story in a porno. It's not strictly necessary for the action, but it's nice to have as long as it works out well. Anyway, I'm going away now. I got more beer to drink. I got people to entertain, and I got a weekend to enjoy. I hope at the very least you have enjoyed the stream. I'll probably be back Monday. Yeah. I'm thinking about putting more effort into Twitch, because I enjoy streaming. I enjoy shooting the shit with you guys. Talking about anything and everything. So, yeah. Not sure what it'll be. I may end up not streaming. I don't know. I decided to take a break. I can do whatever the fuck I like. In any case, thank you very much for watching. This has been Mr. Icarus, and until next time, Icarus out.